we're back in Transport Fever. Looking down on the light rail, which is carrying people. Okay, that's nice. Train 41 is currently not. But what's in range of it? Commercial. Not really any residential. I need to fix that. But key here is there's a fair bit of residential in range at Exeter, and the two stations have buildings that are in catchment of both, which is good. It's only not good if the two stations go to the same place. Which is like, why are you having two stations going to the same place anyway? Just work out a way to wiggle one of them into the other one. At Exeter Station itself, we have a fair few people waiting. 2 big mans. And a growth factor of 250%, which gets us to 840 population. We're at 841 right now. Exeter is huge. Rothbury, on the other hand, is less huge. And building on my tram runs that I'm not even using yet. I could send a tram out, but I could send a tram out, you know. This whole bit's not going to be in range. Right, let's start by looking at biggest town growth, Harpenden, and biggest town, Exeter. Okay, so let's actually go over to Harpenden. What am I doing right with Harpenden? Is it because, like, I did my freight very well? Or something? Like, what is going so well for Harpenden that they just love me right now? I mean, the station is going to a lot of places, and it is in range of some residential. The pollution is being somewhat well managed, and I am serving them with their entire needs of food. Well, almost their entire need of food, which is very nice indeed. Production here is at 400, and it's got 392 food stored. Here at the station, 7 food is waiting to go to Harpenden, but the Harpenden train has just left with 66 on board. Right, Camelford is being very well served for food. It's got a population of 207. Very nice. Here it should be a passenger train. Yes, it is. What are you? A B17 hauling 5. We're running 5 on the Andover branch. I'm impressed. And there's another B17 on 4 this time, and that one is headed for Herne Bay, which is over here. Herne Bay has a growth factor of 210, which means it's actually going to shrink slightly. That's a shame. The Herne Bay Southwold line is making big money. Which is very, very handy. And we have 2 trains on it. They're both running full. Good. Don't want to catch myself in a lie there. They are both running full. And they have a decently long run as well. Admittedly longer than the distance between the 2 towns, but that's what happens when you have mountains in the way. Right, okay, and then let's follow the main line and the Mega Wow line into Harlow. And what have we got here? At Harlow, we have a fair few people waiting. Mainly residential in range. Pollution is... it's not so happy about the levels of pollution, which is fine. We can manage that. Now, How much money do I have? 138 million. That's almost enough to do basically anything with. Which is very happy. Pouring drinks. It's not fizzing. I mean, it has been sitting open for a little while, so... Normally you have to pour them really slow, because they fizz up a lot. Right. We have a fair bit up here that we can go. And I want to get Grantham onto the network at some point soon. Harlow, and then we can do like a fast line that comes around through these mountains, between these farms, stops at Stafford, and then blasts along the coast into Grantham. We could probably do that today, thinking about it. And then we can take a slow regional line out around this way to Redcar. And perhaps take the slow line, or perhaps take the slow route. And then there's going to be another line to Marston. And from here another line to Street, like a direct line from Harlow to Street. Which is very good. Very good potential there. Westerham is loving life. It doesn't even have both sides connected. We can fix that. Bulldozer. And then, why is that trammed? No idea. That's rail. For once, clicking on the wrong thing, but the thing I clicked on is rail. I mean, at least the rail of the tram line is, like, actually extending into the town now. Right, I'm gonna bring that down really low. What bridges do we have? Nothing really. Nothing worth switching to. Oh, hang on, what's this? No. It did an ugly, and therefore no. Okay, how high can I make that road go? At ground level. That's nice. Good. So I'm going to have a road going out there. I think that's roughly parallel. Should be. Yeah, it's not. Oh well. European cities aren't perfect, and this is probably a European city. There we go. We have a nice little square there. And crucially, this side is linked to the other side, but I'm going to link it up a little bit nicer. Configure. Passenger buildings. El Grande. Ding. Ding, ding, ding. Because we fancy. Then I'm gonna take a big path. No buildings. Whoa! I like this one. I like this one. A lot. This path makes me happy. And it's put this side of the town in range of the station. Westerham is happy about that. Hopefully. Oh yeah, and then we have the electric multiple unit with the coaches that went off. Okay. Oh look, there's another one. The difference in speed is kind of funny. Right. So we have Haltwhistle there. Ah, yes. Haltwhistle with the majestic railway line going over. Where are we gonna go next from there? Fleet, yes. Let's extend this, the Haltwhistle line. Do we mess with something that's making profit? I mean, we're expanding it. The only way its profits are going to go is up. He makes a strong point. There we go. There we go. And from there, fleet. Onwards. So, I want to be on this side of fleet, so I want to sort of cut through there, roughly in line with where the trees end. There we go, and granite bridge. Lovely. Doodly-doo-doo. Boop. Right. Now, here at Fleet, they already have, from like literally no connection at all, one of those. A big building and a population of 312, going up to 314. And already they have pollution problems. That's an issue. Just so we have enough space. I'm gonna put the train station here. Boop. Buildings, network southeast. Where are we gonna go from Fleet? Okay, so we have Bexel-on-Sea, Midsummer Norton, and you know what? I'm going to include Whitehaven in that as well. Why not include that on a through line that does that? Ooh, that's a nice idea. So we're gonna have one platform for the Bexel line, and then one platform for the Midsummer and other one line. Yes. So 4. 240 meter, underpasses, no main building. I'm gonna put that in myself. And I'm gonna give the other side to the branch lines. There we go. Put that back. No. Not delete the station you just put in. And then passenger buildings. I'm gonna go with big boys. One here. One there. And then big side buildings all the way along. Miscellaneous. That, and then these. Lovely. Right, now, I say right a lot when I'm thinking. Oh, we have highways. I'm not keen on highways, if I'm honest. I'd rather they just took the train. Okay, that's linking it up with the town, but I'm not a fan of the way it's done it. Like, I can't believe you've done this. Blast through the road straight. Oh, blast through the road straight. Please. Thank. And then this is just gonna go just demolish the whole lot. It's gonna go across like that, and then it's gonna be a janky angle down like that, and this one is gonna go over like that and like, ooh, that's a small one. They have a grid pattern going here, and it's like a proper pattern. I like that. Ooh, like I can live with the grid pattern they have going on here, even though I've just murdered it. There we go. There's railway station in Fleet. It does look very nice, and the railway line just comes in. This is built, like, I'm not even gonna try and word properly, apparently. But this is, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it just because I built it, but this is starting to look like a high-speed line. And what am I running on it at the moment? I mean, the best tech I can, it's 1940, but yeah, just older Austrian passenger numbers. I don't think I enabled the 4010, that's a bit of a shame. If I'd enabled the 4010, we would have a high-speed unit to play with, at least in the early phase of electrification. No, that's boats. That's trains. Right, so we are gonna head towards I, yeah. Right, so I want to be, I want to be, yeah, I get it. Hope you do too, because that's a good joke. Right, I'm gonna just have that going out into the water like that. And what do we have here? 124, and it goes down this way, so I want to extend that. 110, 113. I reckon 111. Or 112. 111, 112. Oh no! It's placed it as an invisible bridge. You know what that means? Oh, I need to... It would help if you clicked the bulldozer first. Right, so now that at least I have the proper start and end points, including one on the curve, that's gonna make my life significantly easier by just doing that. And what do we have? It's a very low bridge, which I'm fine with. Boop. Oh, that's lovely. And I didn't even need to curve that much. We're gonna have a very wide S-curve in this. Which is fine, actually. We got Wigan there. Oh, Wigan is there. And the existing network is there. Did I just do a clever? Not to brag, but I think I just did a clever. I just did a clever, guys. Ooh, there we go. Granite bridge that. Right, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's expensive. Those were some expensive clicks. And you... Oh, that's lovely. Right. So, what do we got from here? Midsummer Norton, Whitehaven. Again. So, I'm gonna just say that's a line from Whitehaven. Skegness I'm gonna pull in at Wigan. And it's also got the link to Leytonstone, so that's there as well. So, just Whitehaven, which means I'm gonna go with 3 platforms. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go with 4. Same settings and everything. Expensive clicks incoming. There we go. Not boats, trains. Oh, I think I'm holding it by platform 1, so actually I want it to be this way. There we go. Have the main line going in on platform 1. Tracks. But like actually tracks. And Wigan is that way, but I don't want to tunnel through, so I'm just gonna go gently round. There we go. I'm not even sure right now about where I can go from Wigan. I mean, the plan was to go to Harpenden, but Harpenden's busy now. Harpenden is scary. I didn't think that through. Like, it was not a clever. That click was not a clever. But at least it wasn't expensive. In fact, it was negative expensive. Because we just so happen to have this space here in Wigan that no one's using. So, rather than building out first, I'm going to use this space in Wigan. So we're going to have the line through to Harpenden, we're going to have a line come in from Bishop Auckland, because... I don't know where it is now. Yes, here. I spotted this lovely route through the mountains. That would be very nice. We just have way up, go through the mountains, way down, and join in at Wigan again. Yes, we're going to have that. That's going to go there, and then what I might do is get Harpenden... No, we've already got a spaghetti mess here. So I'm just going to have... go off that way as well, towards Egham and Stroud. I'm going to go with 6 platforms, if they fit. Which, it looks like they will. And here, I'm going to go with no building, actually. Just those side entrances, because they don't take up much space. So now I have a point at which to aim, or a point towards which I must aim. I'm going to make that point even more obvious by extending the line out of it. There we go. This tools factory is in the way of that ambition. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Right, the game owes me 1 tools factory. First, I'm not both tracked. So I need to get both tracks in. There we go. And where is it? There it is. One field will be removed. Fine with it. It's a gorgeous piece of railway. There we go. That is a wonderful piece of engineering prowess. Configure. Right, miscellaneous side entrances. I'm gonna put one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there, and one there, one there, one there, and one there. Then doink, 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 doink. There we go. Love it. It's a chunky boy, just like Harlow. And I'm going to put a very slow, well nah, I'm going to put a 125 mile an hour crossover. Because we enjoy big engineering projects. That go horribly wrong. Fine. I mean, it's made something asymmetrical, but fine. I mean, not really, actually. That's fine. It's a lot of fine, I guess. Right. Rail signaling. 2 aspect is what I said we were going to use from now on, because it is significantly just easier to put in. Or it's... I don't know. It's because the game can only really do 2 aspect signaling. It's like on off, pretty much. So in order for like the function of the signal to be as realistic as possible, then you actually want to use the 2 aspect signal. And there are 2 aspect signals in use in the UK. Including on the Great Eastern Main Line, of all things, of all places where you wouldn't expect to find 2 aspect signaling right on the Great Eastern Main Line. Like, you'd think it's a main line, it surely has the good signals. Between Ipswich and Norwich, it's 2 aspect. Because they actually don't get many trains other than freight. Freight is like nearly half of all the traffic on that line. I mean, between Ipswich and Hawley Junction, freight is like half of everything. It's just mostly at night. But even then, there's a lot during the day. There is a lot of freight trains during the day on the Great Eastern. Like, a lot. And like, seriously, there are a lot. You can see like 3 or 4 in a couple hours at Stowmarket. I swear one time I was at Stowmarket and I saw like 6. I don't know if I ever uploaded that one. Like, whether I ever got around to it, because there was a time when I just wasn't uploading. I still haven't uploaded anything from the trip that Gerrard's Cross was in. I need to start doing that. They're just sitting on my hard drive, taking up space. Are they even on my hard drive? Or are they on my USB flash drive? I'm not sure. Right, I'm gonna do here the thing that, yeah. Ooh. Sip of drink. Because it's autosave time. There we go, and the line's broken. It's fine. My plan for it, you see, game, my evil plan, is to more than double it in length. Fleet. I. Wigan. Back to I. Fleet. Haltwhistle. Now, fleet, no it's not fleet, it's I that I want to fix. Or build. Like, finish. The word you're looking for is finish. Doing, and then fancy boy. Boing, boing, boing. Bing, bong, bang. Done. Not done. Station building. Miscellaneous. No, no. I'm gonna go with medium buildings. From there to there. And then dung, 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 dung. And then I'm going to have road, streets, 4-lane road. Okay. Illy oop. And lay boop. One there. One there. And then bye-bye. Bye-bye. And then I is going to get hooked up by just extending that road straight. There you go. I's happy. Fleet's happy. Wigan's happy. We're all happy. Oh, is Wigan happy? Wigan's happy. Wigan's happy. Yeah, Wigan's doing fine. Right, now let's have a look. These trains are 4 years old, but they aren't that quick. So, I might have to go away from diesel, or away from electric, in order to achieve more speed. But I'm totally fine with doing that. Let's go look at electric. Oh yeah, we have the GG1. Forgot about that. What happens if I paint it? Ooh. Green with yellow stripes. Passenger wagon. Nothing that does 93 miles an hour, but this does 80, but it's gonna look way out of scale. Electric multiple unit, we have the rotor file. The rotor file, which does 78 miles an hour. Yeah, it does 99. Steam. Scroll down to the bottom. We have the A4 that does 90 or 126 miles an hour. I'm gonna go with 2 of these in multiple. Wait, the capacity there is 50. How much do you carry normally? You carry... Oh, it loaded in there. It loaded in for a sec. They carry 72. And it'd be huge. Okay, replace all with... Ooh, the white looks kind of decent. No, just 4. Just 4 car. And then duplicate all. And I'm gonna have, I'm gonna add a 5th. No. There we go. So we're not using the electric anymore, but that is going to provide a good amount of extra performance to the line. It's going to get a lot quicker. This is going the other way. Like at the moment, the people of Fleet are just sort of waiting. Oh, the people of Fleet have no way to get to the train. Because yeah, there are no residential buildings in range, that's what I thought. So what I'm going to do is, before literally anything arrives, I'm going to set up a bus depot, or bus station, 3, 3, and 20 meter, no, 3, 3, and 30 meter, and 2, 2. No. I'm gonna do this. No, I'm not. I'm going to do that. There we go. And streets. It's gonna go in there. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And it's gonna use that junction. Streets. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna pause the game. There we go. It's not quite the same. We have an issue on this line. It has come head to head with this one. Let's actually look. Line. Ah! Okay. No, I want this. Go. Manage line. We're Westerham. We want it to go through platform 2. 3, 2, and 3 at Wigan, then 1 at I for 1. Well, yep. So who's in the wrong? Or who is now in the wrong? This one. Flip. Anyone else coming this way? Better not be. Good. So as I was saying, I'm going to put some buses in circulation around Fleet. Oh, now that's just shameful. If you're going to build a road, build it properly. Especially if you've established somewhat of a grid pattern. Right. Buildings, bus stops. I won that. One. That. The lag. Won that. Good, so that's one of the lines coming out from this one. It's going to go around like that. Then the line coming out from this one is going to go around like this. Now I have to remember what's what. That's fine. Right, new line. What CB are we on? We are on CB 322. Oh. There we go. And the colour of the line is that. And this is CB322. Fleet. And then new line. Second from darkest red. Flet. That is Spelling 101 on the Cam J Kerman channel. Quality content, never make any mistakes. Just normal buses, I think. I'm normally big on trams, but I might just go buses. Oh, we have several. The Soul Retusha, of course. Not 5, just 3. 3 on each line. Red, of course. On 3, 2, 3. No, not 34. Yeah. Honk. And set on 322. Ooh, let's look at these things. Very pretty. That megalomaniac lag. Ooh. It has 3 people on board and it's lost us 1,000,000. That's great. There's already people waiting. Wow. Who wants to go where? Lots of people want to go to Fleet. Okay. Some people want to go to Westerham. That's kind of funny. There are these smaller towns on the routes, and people want to go to them. But they're the sort of towns that in real life, like Westerham. Who's ever heard of that? But apparently people from Exeter wants to go. People from Exeter, or I even. Like again, I. Who's ever heard of I? I mean, I have actually. It's in East Anglia, and I have a sort of... There was a period where I had a very sort of big intrigue in sort of what beaching did to the railways in East Anglia, because there used to be loads. I mean, really, if you look at a map, there still is quite a few railways up in East Anglia. But there used to be even more. This S-bend. And let's have a look. Oh, yep, Fleet is loving it. Harpenden is still growing the fastest, and Exeter is the biggest. So, of course, the bigger each part of the network gets that's connected to the main line where Exeter is, means that Exeter gets that little bit of a boost. And it's not much, it's never much. It never really actually shows up. But whenever you connect something, everything else that it's connected to gets a little bit of a boost. As far as I'm aware, at least. I'm not quite sure what the parameters are for it though, like whether something has to be a certain journey time away or a certain number of connections away or whatever. Camelford is... Oh, it doesn't like... It's... Quality of stations. Oh yes, because I'm having them go through the little bus stop, which has about 70 people waiting at it. Oh dear. "21 people waiting here. There are 11 people on this. Wigan is starting to feel the effects of pollution from these SVT 137s. Thankfully, they're very, very fast, so they get out of the way pretty quick. I'm interested to see what the pollution's like in Haltwhistle, because we do go right up the top. Not bad, actually. Really not bad. Wasn't expecting that. And got a population of 309 as well. Although it's due to go down. That's a shame. And then we have Westerham, which is quite big. And back up at Harlow. And it's shrinking. That's a shame. According to the legend that is OBS, I have been recording for 48.5 minutes. Lovely. Let's have a look at one of our trains. We've introduced the SVT 137 onto numerous lines already though. I think this is the third one. Oh, the lag. The lag kills me. I wouldn't say it's unplayable. Hard to watch, maybe. But as long as the game still responds to my clicks reasonably snappily, I'm fine. And it doesn't feel like making a click is sort of heavy. You know, it doesn't feel like the game takes a while to respond to my clicks. It just sort of feels like the video response is a bit slow. That was keeping up with us. It was. And profit. Oh jeez. This line is not making us money. correction it is. And then you have a train race between an SVT-137 and the Flying Scotsman. Those trains do have one thing in common. They both met Sir Nigel Gresley at some point in their lives. Basically, Sir Nigel Gresley designed Flying Scotsman as we know it. But what is lesser known is in the development of the A4 class, Sir Nigel Gresley went to Germany where they had these SVT-137s. And he went to Germany and he sampled the ride and, you know, just sort of to see what this new diesel rail car was capable of in terms of passenger experience. And he came back from it thinking, it was cool, it was impressive, but steam loco hauled was the way to go for now. And then he sort of designed the best steam locomotive he could, and that was the A4. Not the most beautiful thing ever made, the A4 does have some very weird shapes in it. But certainly one of the most recognisable. Definitely very recognisable. I have a snack. Is it unprofessional to have a recording snack? Just to do Let's Plays. Because I like having a recording snack. "52 minutes. Right, let's get back in. Let's get into the cab of this one. Now if I could move faster. Ooh, the lag. Okay, say, I'm fine with the lag. Okay, there we go. We're very low down to the ground here, but that should be fine. Ooh. So yeah. Quite a successful episode. We got trains going over the Haltwhistle Viaduct, which is very pretty. Didn't actually look at the checkbook. Should have done that, just to see what the runners and riders are. But we'll get to that tomorrow. So, yeah, with that, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.